everyone, welcome to Catherine's Plate. I'm Catherine. I want to thank everyone for coming to my show today. Now, if you saw my previous Costco haul just days ago, you saw that I bought 2 1/4 pounds of asparagus, and we're probably wondering what the plan was. Alright, and as you can see with the title of my show, creamy asparagus soup. Alright y'all, I got some words for these. Simple, easy, delicious, healthy, which you're going to see how that comes about. Comforting and warming, because this was going to warm you from the inside out with the layers of flavors that I'm going to be building in this soup pot right here. Oh, it's going to be so good, y'all. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's build this soup. Alright y'all, to start building our flavors, I'm going to go ahead and saute up 2 onions. Now I'm doubling my recipe today because I want some leftover soup. Anytime I make something, there's no leftovers. My family comes in after work, school, and they scarf it down and that's it, alright? I want some extra soup so I can have it in the refrigerator and heat it up the next day because this soup is really good. Alright, so y'all, my recipe can be found on my blog at www.catherinesplates.com. I have it up here. There is an S on the end of that. Y'all go check it out because I have all my recipes on there, including this one here, right? And it's a single recipe for this, but I'm doubling it today. Alright, so in my pot I've got 2 tablespoons of butter melting. Now each tablespoon is about 100 calories. Alright, to my butter I'm going to be adding some avocado oil. Now this adds a nice richness flavor also, alright? I like to use this kind of oil, especially in these type of soups. And when you're using the induction burner, which I'm using today with my pot, you want to use a high heat oil, alright? So you don't burn your pot. Alright. We're going to get started. While this is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and start dicing up 2 onions. So what I'm going to do, I've peeled my onion and I've cut it in half, and I'm going to go ahead and make 3/4 slices. Then I stand it on its end and I do 2 slices. All right, then just put it back on the side of it, and then just drag my knife through. And then with the rest of it, just kind of give it a chop. Alright, so I've got my butter and my oil ready to go, and I got my 2 onions diced up, and I'm going to go ahead and add them to my butter and oil mixture here, into my pot here. Alright. So I'm going to soften these down for about 5 minutes, and we'll be right back. Alright, so while my onions are sauteing in there for a few minutes, I am cutting up 3 russet potatoes. Alright, this is going to be our thickener. Yep, surprise! Alright, so I've peeled 3 of these potatoes right here, and all I'm doing is cutting these into dices here. So I'm just kind of making slices, and then like French fries, and then I'm just dicing those. Ooh, look at that flavor in there, y'all. Those onions are delicious looking. Alright, we're going to go ahead now and add our potatoes. Alright, we're going to go ahead now and season. Now what I have in here is half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of cumin. That's going to give it that warm flavor that we want in there. And then we have thyme, and so I have 1 teaspoon of thyme. So we're going to put all of that in there. I'm going to give it some cracked black pepper. Alright, we'll give that a mix, and we're going to saute this down just a little bit more until all the flavors are incorporated for about 3 to 4 minutes. Alright, so I've washed and dried my asparagus, and then what I'm doing is I'm breaking them at the root point, just right there, wherever it breaks. So you want to take your asparagus and then pop it like that. Because we don't want to eat that right there, right? It's kind of rooty. Alright, you want to keep an eye on your potato mixture here. It's looking really good. This is already smelling good. I bet you can make a potato soup out of that. Alright, I have 64 ounces of chicken broth here that I'm going to put into my soup pot. I'm going to go ahead and put this in and then stir it all up and get all those flavors off the bottom of the pot. Alright, I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to go ahead and give this a taste and see where we're at with the flavor. Oh my gosh, that is so good, y'all. Alright, while we're waiting for that to come to a boil, we're going to go ahead and cut our asparagus into 1-inch pieces. And then pop them into the soup. Alright, so we're going to bring this to a boil. Now this is where you want to salt again, but taste it and make sure where your level is on seasoning. Because you just added all that asparagus. So I'm going to add a little bit more salt. And then we're going to bring this to a boil, and then we'll be right back. Alright, we got a nice boiling going on in here. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to simmer this. We're going to turn our burner down and simmer it for about 20 minutes with the lid on. Alright y'all, I will be right back in 20 minutes and I'm going to show you what else we're going to do with this soup. Oh my gosh, that smells so good, y'all. One more step, 2 more steps actually. Alright, we're going to take the lid off. Oh, look at that in there. It's not going to look like this here in a minute. Alright, so now y'all, here we go. I'm going to add some evaporated milk. This is a 12-ounce can, so I'm going to go ahead and add the whole thing into my soup here. And give that a mix. Alright y'all, so my soup is done. I'm going to go ahead now and use my emulsion blender here to blend this all up and smooth it out. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can certainly use a regular blender and then put some of it in there and blend it and then do it in batches. Alright, I'm going to be using my emulsion blender here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go through the whole soup, and I'm going to, get all the asparagus and the potatoes. The potatoes are what's going to cream this soup up, y'all. And so I'm going to use the emulsion blender here, and I'm going to mute it so you don't have to hear all that noise. Look how creamy that is. It took just a few minutes, and I tipped the pot a little bit to get like a bunch of it all in the same area there. Oh, look how creamy that is, y'all. Oh, it's looking so good. I want y'all to see the colors of this. I'm going to start ladling it into my soup tureen here. Oh, look at that creamy asparagus soup. Alright, so I'm going to add some sour cream to it. And that's your preference, what you want to do at this point in time with this beautiful, luxurious soup. Look at that. Yep, creamy goodness right there. Oh my goodness, y'all. Let's see. Oh my goodness. All right. Simple, easy, and delicious. Healthy and very warming, all right? I can feel it. It warms you from the inside out with all of those delicious flavors blended into this beautiful soup, y'all. All right. I want to thank everyone for coming to my show today. Make sure you comment down below. Give me a thumbs up, and if you're new to my show, make sure you hit that subscribe button with the bell notification so that you know when my shows are posted. All right, everyone. I will see you on my next episode.